Welcome to part 3 of my analysis on hospital record using SQL. So in this particular video, we'll be looking at outliers, right? So basically, we'll be checking for reasonable values like negative cost from our major tables. So here, we'll be starting from the encounter table and we'll be looking at cost outliers. Of course, we have several columns in our table. We have base encounter cost, we have total claim cost, we have payer coverage as well. So basically, we'll be looking at the encounter cost, right? Anywhere the encounter cost is less than 0, then that is an outlier, right? That's a possible error. Now, what is base encounter cost? Base encounter cost from this particular data set is the base cost of the encounter, not including any line item cost. So now also we have the total claim cost, which is the total cost of the encounter, including all line costs. So here I was using my query to check, and for this particular one, you can see that we have no outlier at all because our base encounter cost, when I check if anyone is less than 0, I had 0. So basically, that particular column is okay. There is no outlier, so I'm good to go with that particular column. Now I'm checking for total claim costs. Also, I'm using select count star as negative total claim cost. So from the encounter table, and now I'm using my where clause to check where the total claim cost is less than 0. Because if we have anything like that, then it's an error. From what we have here, we have 0. So that particular column is good to go. Now also, I was able to check for where payer coverage is less than the total claim cost. Now, what is the payer coverage? Now, the payer coverage basically is the amount of cost covered by the payer. Now, the total claim cost, like I said earlier on, is the total cost of the encounter, including all line items. So if there is any situation whereby the payer coverage is less than the total claim cost, then there is a possible error. So I wrote my query to also check for this particular outlier. So I say select count star as possible error from encounter table. Then we are checking where payer coverage is less than the total claim cost, and after checking this, had 0. So that means that I am good to go with that particular column. And afterwards, I went to the procedure table. We want to look at cost outlier as well. So we're looking at where the base cost is less than 0. And of course, what is our base cost? The line item cost of that particular procedure. So we are checking for that particular column to also see if there is an outlier, right? Of course, if there's a negative value there, it means that that is an outlier, a possible error that we'll need to attend to. So I wrote my code, select count star as negative base cost from the procedure table, of course, then where the base cost is less than 0. And after doing that, and I was checking and executed my query, discovered that we actually had, so here I actually made an error. I was using greater than instead of less than. So I was able to correct that because I was surprised when I got thousands of value. But after doing that, I got 0. And of course, my